Hi collective, happy new moon. Thank you all so much for joining me and tuning in here for this general collective message and look into the chakra energy connected to this new moon in Sagittarius and in Capricorn, depending on the astrology that you follow. I hope that this new moon energy finds you well. I hope you all are staying safe and warm wherever you are. And I'm excited for this reading. Very excited as we begin to look at this Sagittarius Capricorn seasonal energy. Happy birthday to any of the Sag Cap cuspers out there who have celebrated a birthday this past week and maybe still celebrating or have yet to celebrate. Happy birthday, y'all. I hope you guys enjoy this season. I hope it brings you a lot of joy, a lot of abundance, and a lot of love. I just heard in a lot of truth. My Sag Cap, she might be in for a lot of truth this season. Or maybe this new moon is the beginning of you all discovering some truths or acknowledging some truths, speaking some truths, yeah? I definitely, in my pre-shuffle, as I was prepping for this reading, felt a lot of healing the heart chakra or the heart energy. And maybe that has some connection to the truth. Maybe there's a perception or a perspective of things that you still hold or harbor in your heart that it's time to free yourself from here, collective. It's time to free yourself from. A lot of that freeing energy feels as if it is giving yourself the permission to release, I'm just gonna, I guess we're channeling now, to release any guilt or shame around past situations, past things, current situations, maybe even for some of you, right? Where you might find yourself in the now moment, whenever you find this reading. Whatever feelings of guilt, shame, really it's guilt and shame that kind of come to mind or that are coming through the energy that I heard the word plague. Oof. That has been plaguing the collective. Right? We can read all the self-help books. You can do as much therapy and inner work and journaling and affirmations as you want. But for some of y'all, there's still just been this void or this emptiness is what I hear, or this just hold. Because I saw something in my mind's eye go like grip, like a grip that certain energies, feelings, and emotions have had on you. And I feel like it comes from taking ownership of energy that's not meant for you. That's not meant for you to own. Regardless of the situation here, collective, whatever is yours, and whatever belongs to someone else belongs to someone else. It's almost the feeling of taking responsibility for someone else's actions towards you. From the perspective of, oh, I made them do that to me, or I must have done something to deserve that, or be treated in this way, or, you know, it's, truth be told, no matter what anyone does, right, you alone are in control of you, and that goes for other people. If someone chooses to act out of control or do something that is against their own character or come out of pocket with you in some way, that's for them, right? That's for them, not for you to hold responsibility around. Some of you, there's a lot of emotional freedom and mental freedom that I feel is going to come with this new moon. Come with Sagittarius and Capricorn season, depending on the astrology you follow. Again, if you follow Vedic, which follows the moon, you'd be in Sagittarius season right now, or beginning it. If you follow Western astrology or tropical, which follows the calendar, you would be in Capricorn season. Okay? Yeah, it is what it is, broken open. It is what it is and broken open. Just wanted to flip over because it's that fact. What has happened. Can't go back and change anything. It definitely maybe broke a lot of you open to maybe certain situations or feelings or energies or things that you might have been ignoring in yourself that came out of these situations or out of, or triggered up, or kind of, I just kind of get like dust coming up. It's like it unearthed a lot, right? We've been doing this unearthing energy for a while now here on this channel, especially through the moon cycles. But it feels like this new moon feels a little different in the sense of maybe that grip that those energies or those feelings or thoughts or ideas about what happened, or maybe even the stories and the narratives we tell ourselves about what happened to us or what others have done or what we've done, right? Whatever grip that has had, it's like the grip is being applied in a different way. No longer, I feel like, is it going to be comfortable to grip onto those emotions and those feelings. We're going to now have to learn how to grip onto the lesson of it all, the good of what has come out of that. And I know a lot of you might even look, well, there's no good that's come out of this, and da-da-da-da. You might still be in the throes of it, and that's okay, right? But ultimately, there's always a lesson. There's always something that you can glean from situations that you've been through, from feelings and perspectives and energies, right? It's all frequency. It's all a part of the whole. So the more you focus your mental energy, your heart energy, your soul energy on that, well, what have I learned? What have I gained? Who am I now? Am I better than I was back then, right? It's like checking in with that side of what has happened or what might be coming up for you or where you are in the moment allows that grip on what can't be changed to loosen, and for you to close in a little bit deeper or a little tighter on what is in your control, right? That's why that it is what it is. It's out of your control, let it be. Right? And it's a hard thing to do, absolutely. Because again, for some of you, I get this energy of taking blame where blame doesn't need to be. No, it was totally in my control, and if I had just done what they wanted me to do, or if I had just did this and that, then that would, no. If somebody is going to do something to you, they're gonna, you know what I mean? It's there's nothing that truly, I feel like maybe I'm talking in circles, but there's nothing that, it's just this sense of self-control, right? People can do crazy things, sure, but does that make you then crazy in response? You know what I mean? It's a level of, I just see the star card, and that star card has been coming up for a while, so maybe Aquarius season is going to really reveal a little bit more of all of this energy we've been tapping into. As we pull into the end of the astrological year, it's a level of release. What are you willing to release under this new moon? That would, I guess, be my question here, collective. What are you willing to release? What next layer are you willing to let go of? Or are you still in a space where you're clinging on to it? And wait, if you are, that's okay. If you're ready and willing to let go, that's okay too. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge where you are. This isn't about that. It's about being aware and taking note and being honest with yourself about that, yeah? Okay. So that was just kind of like the energy I was kind of picking up while I was pre-shuffling and kind of really sitting down to get ready for this reading and meditating. I'm going to go ahead and sound my singing bowl. Hi, Aurora. Thanks for being here, love. Yeah. So you definitely tapped into that, preparing the heart feeling. Absolutely. Spiritual divorce is detachment. That's that star card. Absolutely. So tuned in here, Aurora. Thank you again for joining us and sharing your light here in the chat. Stay safe, family. Yes. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to sound my singing bowl once. We're going to let that sound travel, let it clear the energy. Let it also be a moment for you all to get grounded. Offer up whatever gratitude feels right and best for you in this moment. And then we'll see what we got going on, okay? Here we go. All right. Almighty Creator, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you for being here with me and the collective that will tune into this reading. What chakra energies are important for us to be aware of, work through, heal, and balance during the time of this new moon energy and leading into the full moon. Whatever's most important, I do ask that that come forward in this reading, and I thank you for your presence with us in this moment. Your protection, your love, your mercy, and your grace. And the love that you give. We love you, and so it is. All right. Okay, we got earth magic. There's that root chakra. Number one, the self, right? Barefoot, grounding, and I know that's probably a little out of the picture now, especially if you are on the Western Hemisphere or in the Americas right now. With the weather, but essentially what I get from this is there is a lot of magic to be had when you ground yourself. In order to ground yourself, well, let me say this, really truly in order to seek or attain or achieve or fall into or align with, however you want to word it, collective, into the growth that you might be looking for, the growth that you've been trying to manifest, growth whether it's in yourself, in your relationships, in your finances, in your career. In order to grow, you gotta be grounded and rooted in something. Yeah? So the root chakra coming through here is to say that there is this feeling of instability. There is this feeling of insecurity around said instability and or I just heard ego, things in the ego that might be preventing your mind or your heart or your soul from feeling tethered and feeling grounded and feeling and sensing and knowing that you're connected to the greater source that creates the all. Okay? The magic of the earth around you is the magic that lies within you. Right? The same way that the leaves know to change colors and all of that thing works and lives in that same rhythm and that same pattern within you. I say this a lot here on my channel, right? We are all reflections of the nature around us. So the beauty you see around you is the beauty within you. The chaos you see around you is a reflection of the chaos that can exist within you. I just keep hearing you'll grow when you're grounded. You'll grow when you're grounded. When you root yourself in meaning, in purpose, in whatever it is that you need or whatever soil you're in. It's almost like some of you guys are in a season of life where you're learning how to bloom where you've been planted. Not looking at the other soil across the street or across the way. It's like really coming out of the grass is always greener where I'm not. kind of mentality, and understanding that the grass is green where you water it, where you nurture it, where you tend to it, where you sow, right? I also get a lot of magician energy here with Mercury. Mercury is definitely headed into a retrograde at the end of December. So next week we'll be beginning that process of really taking the time to reflect on how we communicate, and not just how we communicate to others, how we communicate to the universe, how we communicate to God, to source, to the creator, however you want to name it, right? What messages, what signals, what energy are we putting out that is bringing in the reflection of our current reality? And again, it's that whatever is in your power to control or to influence, take ownership of that. Whatever is outside of that influence, let it be. Give that to the divine, give that to the creator, give that to the powers that be, right? And more star energy. Something about Aquarius season, y'all, is going to be very powerful for the collective. Something about Aquarius season. I hear that a planet might be shifting or moving into a certain sign during Aquarius season. I kind of get Pluto. It has something to do, it's a generational planet, so that would be Pluto, Uranus, or Neptune. I want to say it's Pluto, y'all. So if there's any Scorpions watching here, yeah, Aquarius season might get, might be very interesting. Let's see. So root chakras here with the vibration of 1 for my number people. We've got exposed and revealed. Vibration of 21, breaking down into a 3. It is fire energy in this particular deck, which is solar plexus, right? The energy center 2 inches above your belly button. The root chakra, for those of you that might not know, and there is a quick, very bare bone basic guide to the chakras I'll talk about in these readings at the bottom of my description box. But the root chakra lies at the base of your spine. Okay? Very, very base of your spine. But this exposed and revealed, I get vulnerability. I get whether we'll all be made to be more vulnerable than we have been, maybe ever in our lives. And maybe this is more of a societal viewpoint where things are going to get exposed and revealed that the masses didn't know. Or, you know, there might be a huge revelation, wave of revelation that flows. Why I'm tuning into Aquarius season so hard right now, I'm not sure, but there's something there, because again, more stars. And that star card has been in my mind's eye when I've been doing these readings. Maybe some of you are just Aquarians or have a lot of Aquarius energy in your chart. 121. Something about January 21st. Oh. That would be when we would be at the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Interesting. Maybe your birthday's January 21st, or again, January 21st might be an important date here to look forward to, or to just kind of keep in your mind. 121. Maybe that's a number sync that you see as well, okay? But something with this exposed and revealed, it feels very introspective. It definitely feels like it's a deep truth. It's something that I feel like few maybe see right now and many will see soon, if that makes sense. Something about a gift. Something, maybe some of you, this is like intuitive, like your intuition is going to peak at this time, or you're going to be able to see beyond the veil of something, or see into, see into the shadow of something that maybe will make someone else very vulnerable with you, or again, pull some form of vulnerability out. Just keep hearing vulnerable. Vulnerable, okay? What other chakra energies are active or present or that we need to be aware of here, Divine? Whoa. So many that just slid out here. Let's just see. Can I get one more energy here for the collective? Way too many. One more energy for the collective. Thank you. Root chakra, body and soul. Okay. So we do have a dragonfly here. Dragonfly might be a spirit animal totem for someone out there. You might like dragonflies, okay? Vibration of 5 here, though, again, with earth energy in the root chakra. I see a lotus, right? So lotuses grow out of the mud, again, more out of the darkness and into the light is what I'm kind of picking up on, especially with the exposed and revealed. There just might be some very deeply rooted energies that are going to come to light here. Okay, and again, whether this is internally for you, whether this is in a community you're a part of, or whether this is society as a whole, deep, dark, hidden secrets, that could be why Pluto came out. Okay, so something's happening with Pluto for sure. In February is what I heard. Okay, interesting. Early February, maybe. Needless to say, I really do feel like it's just another layer. Another layer that's being peeled off. Another layer that is being shed here. But that dragonfly symbol really stands out to me as a symbol of change. Major, major change. 5 also being a number of change. So maybe something about January 21st or May 21st might mean something to y'all. Okay. So root chakra, solar plexus chakra, overall here, Divine. Overall energy with the bottom of the deck for this new moon. Okay. Imperfect harmony wants to keep coming out. That's sacral chakra energy. We had that in the last full moon reading, I believe. So all is happening in due time. All is as it needs to be, and all will transpire as it should. So long as you remain grounded in mind, body, and soul. Hierophant energy with the 5. 21 is the world. Oh. The world stage, Hierophant, and the magician. Yeah, something's definitely going to be exposed here. But again, as within, so without, as above, so below, right? So I feel like this is going to be on a very, it's going to be on micro scales and a very macro scale, okay? So there might be small things or big things that have been hidden, that are exposed and revealed in your life or in relationships. Relationships are important here. Friendships for some of you, because that Aquarian energy was coming out. It's the 11th house of networking, connectivity, who you know, right? Who knows you? That type of vibe. Something about that, there's just going to be something that's exposed, and I think it'll happen in your micro world, but then there are also going to be bigger things that are exposed out in society, out in the greater world stage. Okay, bearing fruit, sacral chakra. Okay, so yeah, lower chakra energies are very present here, which are always important to keep in tune and keep balanced, because they do support the higher chakras, which are important for connectivity, consciousness. But bearing fruit. Bearing fruit. Vibration of 12, breaking down into another 3, and then look, what is that, a palindrome? 2112. You read it forwards and backwards, it's the same thing. 12 and 21. Interesting. Very, very interesting. because I feel like these numbers are really, really important here for someone. Like it might not click now, but like a month or two from now, you might remember this part and be like, dang, 2, 1, 12, 1, 5, something like that. Okay, but bearing fruit. I do get that for a lot of you, there has been a lot of work that's been done. You guys have been doing a lot of shifting in your life. Maybe you have been trying to focus on getting grounded here lately. And I think that groundedness is going to be, again, important because whatever is exposed and revealed, you definitely might need to have a good footing for whatever this might be for some of y'all, because I do feel like there might be a bit of a shock factor here. Might be a shock factor. It might be something that if you're not grounded, you might get lost in. You know what? I keep hearing body and soul, read body and soul. So before we even get into the tarot, I am going to do that. Okay. Because I feel like we've gotten the other ones. I don't think body and soul has come out as often. Okay. Key concepts with body and soul is taking care of yourself, seeing yourself as a complete package, body not separate from soul, centered in your sense of self, comfortable in your body, your authentic identity. Ooh, maybe someone's authentic identity is going to be exposed. Like someone maybe isn't who they say they are, or somebody's, it's like... Jeez, not Scooby-Doo, Lord. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Scooby-Doo, and it's like the mystery, and they figure out, and it's usually someone that they knew that's in a costume, and they yank the costume head off, and they're like, Mr. Jenkins, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And it's almost like I would have got away with it if I wasn't exposed, or if you didn't do the mystery digging, or if you didn't read between the lines, or kind of like have that intuitive ability around something. Y'all, they're okay. Someone's authentic identity is going to be revealed. Okay, you're going to really see the true them, and when that truth is exposed, it's almost like a forewarning here, collective. Get grounded now, because you're going to need to rely or trust or lean on that grounding when this is exposed and revealed. So if you're not grounded, it can really send you again in a whirlwind, okay? It's also about physical health. Extreme self-care is called for when you receive this card. Answer truthfully. Are you taking care of yourself? Your first choice may be to care for others before meeting your own needs. Check in with yourself. Are you experiencing halt, which they refer to as hunger, anger, loneliness, or tiredness? This card is a signal that it's time to take a break from your current focus and get busy taking care of you, because you are worthy of this care. What simple things require your attention so you can function optimally in your world and live your best life one day at a time? Another message that this card holds is about how you live with authenticity. Can you be at ease within yourself, you doing you, with pride and with self-worth? Remember, you are a soul that manifests through a body, a spiritual being having a human experience. And that means you are here on purpose, even if there are days when you wonder about that. There is an intentionality to your being here now, just the way you are in this time in our collective story. You being here is important, for you are a precious being with a purpose, even if it seems elusive some days. Just know that life loves you. With that in mind, your job is to do your part to make your experience a healthy one. How you nourish your body, mind, and soul is directly related to how you experience your life. It's time to put yourself first, then everything will fall beautifully into place. Heavy on your job is to do your part to make your experience a healthy one. What others do for their experience, out of your control. What you do to make sure that you have the experience that you desire to have, or that's one that feeds your mind, body, and soul, is in your control. Okay, let's just go ahead and breeze through all of this. We're here. I know I was gone for a few days, so let's see what this is all about. Earth magic number 1. Being grounded in nature, the quiet, dark place where all things begin, where essence is first ignited before manifestation, knowing you are a part of the earth and she is a part of you. Earth magic speaks to the intrinsic relationship that you and all living things have with the consciousness of the earth, also known as Gaia. Imagine the oak tree that begins its journey as an acorn, gathering the life force energy it needs from the earth so it can sprout up from the ground. Because you are a part of nature, you follow the same cycle of manifestation. I'm going to say that again. Because you are a part of nature, you follow the same cycle of manifestation. Everything you are, your evolution, and the successful manifestation of your dreams begin below the surface of consciousness. Until an idea comes, conviction takes hold, and something meaningful can be planted. Be still for a moment, quiet your thoughts, and imagine anchoring your energy to the sacred quality of being part of this living earth. Do this mindfully to connect to this divine intelligence with the power to create the perfect form from the essence of a tiny spark of life. There's a human or a person in this eye. Why I felt like I needed to point that out? I guess it's maybe that feeling of you are a manifestation of source, of the power that is the consciousness of the earth, that is what created the all, right? Like you're a reflection of that. Seeing maybe the true you for the first time, collective. Seeing source within you. Like really connecting to spirit that lives within you uniquely and specifically. The message now is to trust that the seeds you've planted in your field of dreams are in good hands. The earth is a conscious, divine source of love that is doing its part on your behalf. Slow down, take in the beauty of your life now, and trust that what you are intending is being nourished and is growing. There will be plenty of time later to tend to your garden, to water it and weed it. Great magic is germinating underground, working its way to the surface to deliver more blessings than you could imagine. Let it. It is what it is. Just let it happen. Let it be. Some of you all, okay, this is just coming through. For some of you all, you might have a fear that there's someone or something impeding or blocking your manifestation, somebody working against you, and all of that type of jazz, right? I get that there's this feeling of understanding that truly, so long as you trust that you are in good hands, that you are protected, that the divine protects you, that your angels, your ancestors protect you, and ultimately everything planted in good faith and good intention and goodwill will germinate and grow and bloom when it's time to. And that nothing, no force, no weapon, no energy, no person, no thought form, no nothing can get in the way of that process. And you really stand in that, and you really trust that, and you don't give power to the idea that someone could even have enough strength or power to stop what God has planned for you, or what the universe has planned for you, or what source has planted you here in this earth realm to experience and to be and to grow into and to bloom into and to blossom into. It's freeing. Yeah, for some of y'all that might get exposed. There might have been somebody who was intentionally going out of their way to stop you from bearing fruit. But joke's on them, fruit's coming. Like when people feel like they are greater than the great, greater than the all, greater than source, it never works. It's just let them waste their time. Okay, what you've planted, again, in good faith, in goodwill, it's going to bloom. It's going to bear fruit. You see how thick this tree is? That's not that tree, that trunk, those roots aren't going to come up with the slightest little wind. Even in a big storm, that tree is going to stand still. You are the tree. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like there's no weapon formed against you. People say it all the time, but you really got to walk like that. You really have to surrender and live in that energy. Right? You can't say it and then doubt it. You can't say it, but then feed the energy of somebody having enough power to stop you, to get in your way, to block your blessings. Huh? So just be mindful of that, y'all. Be mindful of that. Because again, if you're not grounded in that knowing that you're in good hands, and that knowing that source is supporting you, protecting everything you've planted in good faith, nurturing it underground. Because some of you guys aren't seeing it, and that's where the doubt can creep in. Well, it hasn't happened yet. Well, it hasn't sprouted out of the ground. It hasn't come. Maybe there is someone stopping. Maybe, no, don't really try to shield your tongue from speaking that. Shield your mind from believing that. Because it's false. Just because it hasn't popped out of the ground doesn't mean it isn't working. Doesn't mean that you won't get there, or you won't grow into that, or it won't happen for you. Just try to maintain or manage your mind and your mouth here. Okay? Don't give power to something that doesn't even have power over you. Okay. That had to be for somebody, all right? Exposed and revealed. Key concepts: healing shame, y'all. The guilt and the shame I was channeling earlier. Healing shame, the imposter syndrome. That's what some of y'all are really dealing with too. Letting go of self-condemnation. Freedom from past unresolved wounds. Focusing on self-worth. The underlying beauty in rejection. Some of you are rejected for protection. Again, it's like that's that. Okay. When you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong. You feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you. That's the second time this is said this in this reading. Life loves you. And the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here is the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you could have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that matched all your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you have triggered them. How miserable they must be to expend their energy on such toxicity. How miserable do you have to be? How miserable do you have to be to wish ill or to want to have something toxic happen to somebody else? Come on now. They are drinking poison, hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. I'm going to read that again. You cannot love someone out of their own shame. You can only show compassion for both them and yourself, set a healthy boundary, and refuse to fan the flames. Fanning the flames is that mouth, that tongue, and those thoughts. Refuse to feed that energy. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Star card that keeps popping up in my mind's eye when I do these readings for y'all. Your attachment to control, what's in your control, what isn't, right? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over, and surrender to a higher power. There is a sacred quality to the vulnerability inherent in admitting you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. Yeah. All right. We're going to quickly do bearing fruit and then we'll pull some tarot, okay? Key concepts. Birthing the results of hard work. An idea or consistent thought manifesting into form. What you think and what you speak will bear your fruit. Okay, what you feel, what you allow yourself to hold on to the feeling of. Okay? The relationship between the external world and the internal world of feelings and beliefs. As above, so below, as within, so without. If your life were a tree, what fruit would you bear? Envision the results of the efforts you put into achieving your dreams and desires in partnership with the divine. Can you see the way you think, feel, and believe reflected in the material world? There is always a correlation between what you see, what you expect to see, and what you intend consciously, and what you project unconsciously. So there's always a correlation between what the eye sees, what you hope to see, what you purposefully, consciously intend, but what you also project unconsciously, okay? Everything is intrinsically connected. Magic flows through you from the unseen world into the world you perceive, similar to planting something underground. It's unseen. So something that you're trying to manifest into form is still not showing up or still unseen, still germinating underground here. So it's hard to perceive what it's going to look like when it sprouts up or when it comes to you or when it manifests. Because maybe for some of you, you've been waiting a while for this to happen or really doing a lot of work around this for a minute. Okay, moving from the realm of non-ordinary reality to ordinary reality, you birth ideas and thoughts into form and bring your most cherished desires to fruition. Not all ideas will bear sweet fruit. Sometimes you will reap a sour and bitter harvest based on your sense of your personal narrative and your assumptions about others. That's what I mean. You assume or you give too much power to the thought or even the energy of someone being powerful enough to stop what source of the divine has for you or what the creator has for you. That's self-fulfilling prophecy, right? That'll be the fruit that you bear. You are in a powerful and fertile season of your life when you're particularly good at making things happen with very little effort. Pay close attention to what you're manifesting now. From your career to your personal relationships, your influence is strong at this time. If you don't like what your life is yielding, prune the proverbial tree and get into alignment with what genuinely lights you up. Remember, you birth into the world that which you pay most attention to and consistently hold within as your truth. Be clear about what you intend. Can you make this commitment? All right, y'all. So there it is. Be very, very, very mindful, y'all, that any fear, any worry, any insecurity, any doubt is managed properly, okay? And that you are taking ownership, taking accountability of everything that is in your control, which is solely yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your words, yeah? And releasing everything that's out of your control. Surrender that to your higher power. Okay? All right, let's get a little deeper here. Tell me more here, Divine, about this earth magic, what's being exposed and revealed, and the body and the soul, and bearing fruit. Yeah, some of you need to definitely do like a sacral chakra cleanse. I definitely do get that for some of you. There might be someone around you that will get exposed for having ill will towards you, ill intentions, not wanting you to bear fruit, not wanting you to succeed, right? Like it comes out. I think someone might either be jealous, someone may be dealing with envy, someone maybe looks at you and I don't want to say wishes they could be you, but wishes they could have what you have, or it's the things that, again, money can't buy, that somebody, it's like if I can't have it myself, or they don't want to do the work to gain it themselves, they don't want to see you attain it. Because it would just be a mirror and a reflection of what they weren't able to manifest for themselves. Also, some of you guys might experience the energy of someone around you, connected to you somehow, being exposed and revealed for wanting to indulge in the fruit of your labor. I really do get an energy of somebody or someone, or maybe these are multiple people here collective. You know your story and your situation better than any reader, who sees you doing the work, doesn't want to do the work for themselves, but are waiting for you to bear fruit so that they can feast. So those are two distinct energies. Some of y'all, you got both. One person trying to stop you from bearing fruit, the other person wanting you to bear fruit so they can eat. Because they're having a hard time or they don't know how to manifest for self. Okay. So tell me more. What's this root chakra earth magic energy here for the collective under this new moon in Sagittarius and Capricorn? Tell me more about this earth magic. Yeah. Seven of Swords. Right. It's like whether this could even be yourself. You could be holding yourself back here. Okay? Take it how it resonates. I get that somebody doesn't want to be in conflict with somebody else. Like, I don't want to have a war of words. Seven of Swords, it's almost like I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of things that I want to say, but I can't say, or I feel I can't say, out of fear of messing up a relationship, or, you know, having something end. I almost get the Seven of Swords of keeping something to yourself, or someone keeping their feelings or what they feel like they want to say to themselves. And maybe that's what gets exposed and revealed. Someone maybe hasn't had the best thoughts when it comes to you, or, you know, it's something like that. Tell me more about this earth magic and this root chakra and the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. And the Chariot. Right. Somebody feels a type of way about collective moving forward, moving on, overcoming certain battles and hurdles. And whether this person hasn't said this to you, maybe y'all just feel it in the air when it comes to, it's a person, y'all. It's a relationship that you have with someone. They see you moving and headed towards that Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, it's like there's something that you're doing that will bear fruit. And someone's either trying to stay in alignment with you so that they can eat with you, or they might be wishing on this fruit not coming. Because again, it almost gives the energy of, if collective was able to do it and I wasn't, then what does that say about me? And I do get that somebody does not want to do the self-reflective work here. Somebody doesn't want to look in or look at themselves in the mirror. They rather try and put their energy to stop you. Again, how the book said, how miserable do you have to be? Don't join them in their misery, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do it. Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it says that collective is trying to advance. Collective is wanting to move on and move forward. Or you're headed towards it regardless. Someone knows this though. Someone sees you headed towards this Nine of Pentacles. So tell me more about what's being exposed and revealed here under this new moon energy. Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles is a mother. This could be a mother figure. This could be a mother of your child that you have, or just a mother that you know. This could be a sister, aunt. Some feminine energy. Doesn't even have to be. It could be an uncle. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be male or female. Just the Queen of Pentacles. And or someone sees you as this Queen of Pentacles. Sees you as very stable, sturdy, abundant, very giving, nurturing. So what's being exposed and revealed? Six of Pentacles, Temperance. There's that energy of change. And there's a halo here. I never saw that halo. Daffodils, okay. Somebody could like daffodils. Yeah, Five of Cups to go in between. Yeah, someone's... Somebody is disappointed that they were either unable to stop someone from reaching this Nine of Pentacles, reaching this Queen of Pentacles, balancing out whatever, for some of y'all, could be a karmic lesson that you've learned, right? You've gained some sort of wisdom. You've understood something about balance, because Temperance and the Six of Pentacles, it's balance energy, it's scales, right? It's combining two or finding harmony between two. Some of you have found harmony with yourself, while others are maybe still focused on the cups that have spilled. Collective maybe has turned around and said, well, you know what? I got these two cups that I can tend to, I can take care of. I have balance that I can find and ground within myself. Let me do that. While others are still lamenting over the spilled milk or the spilled water or the spilled cups or the things that didn't happen for them, or the, you know, some of y'all are what will be exposed is that there is somebody connected to you who is stuck in like a victim mentality. Like a, oh, woe is me, not taking, again, accountability for what is in their control, what they can do about whatever situation or predicament or feelings or energy or thoughts that they have. But it's almost like they look to you to, again, some of y'all, it's like someone looks to you to do the work for them. It's like, I get somebody might be coming to you saying, hey, how did you balance yourself? Now, that could be well and good intended. Okay, it doesn't have to be malicious. Seven of Swords, though. Yeah, you got the Moon. I get that. I get that there's either this, I just heard I have a story to tell. I have a story to tell. I have something to say. I have something that I need to share on how I got from maybe point A to point B, right? How I came out of the Five of Cups. I get somebody might be looking for advice on that, and or you might hear a story about somebody, or somebody kind of steps into their vulnerability and lets you in, or maybe this is you letting someone into your process of healing, or how you were able to temper out your own energy or rise into some form of stability here. Some of you, how you transmuted your emotional disappointment or your emotional pain or your pains into power, right? Into becoming the Queen of Pentacles, again, regardless of gender, into finding your own sense of stability and instinct around what it is that you want, what you align with, what lights you up. What, for some of you, what your purpose is here, or a part of your purpose here. You found balance. Six of Pentacles. And I just saw the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which would say, again, it's like someone wants you to carry their energy, carry their burden. Well, you do it for me. You do it because you're so good at it. Do it for me, right? It's like, don't... What people do is out of your control. You can't love somebody out of their shame. You can't love somebody out of their disappointment. You can't love somebody out of their hurt and their pain. As romanticized as that is, especially in our world today, it's not healthy, and it's truly not possible. People have to choose to want better for themselves. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with anybody or been close to anyone, or maybe within your own life have dealt with like addictions. Seen somebody suffer or battle through addiction. And as badly as you want them to be better, right? As badly as you want them to take it all for them because maybe you overcame it or whatever the case may be, it's like they have to choose to want better for themselves. Otherwise, no matter what you pour into them, it's always going to be poured out and spilled over. Five of Cups. You're always going to be disappointed. Because it's up to that person to say, I want better for me. Yeah. So that's that ownership. All you can do is have compassion towards them and yourself, right? And look to, well, why do I want to save this person? Why do I want to help them? Why do I want to do the work for them? Or again, it's like, some of you guys, please be mindful that you're not manipulated into doing something for somebody or supporting someone in a way where it enables them to not do their own work for self, or to put it simply, it enables them to not get their shit together, right? To not pull on their own self-reliance a little bit. Like, because some of you guys might be in the position of someone wanting you to enable them. Because again, I just get that this person doesn't want to do the work, or they don't want to look at it. They don't want to face it. Sun and the High Priestess, right? And ultimately, you know this already. For a lot of y'all, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I do feel like this is a specific partnership or relationship, friend, family, lover, whomever. The Sun, solar plexus energy, that's what gets exposed. What gets exposed is that you knew. Seven of Swords can be someone lying. And again, it can be manipulation. Please, okay? If your higher self is telling you that somebody's manipulating you into doing for them things that they need to do for themselves, and maybe they're coming to you with the Five of Cups energy, oh, woe is me, and I'm the, you know, come on now. Body and soul. A lot of you, your body, you feel this in your body and your soul. Your soul feels it and your body feels it too. It's like, some of y'all, it's like being in interaction with this person or maybe with these people. Your body tells you. You either get real tired, your stomach starts to churn a little, you get a little sick, a little nauseous. Maybe you even get a little bout of anxiety. Because for me, that's where anxiety lives, in the solar plexus. That gut. Or you have a gut feeling about something. And I kind of feel like I want to say that whatever that gut feeling is, yeah. Sun and the High Priestess, like it's exposed and revealed. Things that were maybe hidden. So someone, oh, collective, yeah. Tell me more about the Sun and the High Priestess for body and soul. Two of Cups. Yeah. For the energy and the love. Come on now, y'all. And the Lovers. Some of y'all, this is definitely a partner. A romantic partner. Lovers doesn't necessarily have to be romantic though, right? This could just be a kindred spirit, a sibling, again, a family member, a friend, a friendship that you hold near and dear to your heart. Maybe a friend that you feel is a soulmate. I do get this feeling though, and I have to say it, I do get the feeling that someone plays on the connection that you have with them. Like knowing that you maybe have a heart for this person, or knowing that you always want to give them the benefit of the doubt. That allows this person to feel like they can get away with certain things with you. And I do get that for a while. For some of y'all, it's like, nah, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that to me. And that's what I think is going to be exposed and revealed for some of y'all. That someone was taking advantage of your kindness, your generosity, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Your desire to want to help, or want to shift, or want to help someone change something. It's like, with Temperance here and the Five of Cups, it's like someone... Yeah. Someone sees you bearing fruit. Whether that fruit has come through for you or not, it's like someone can sense it, can feel that there will be a very abundant fruit tree. You will be in a very abundant fruit tree, and or again, have some sort of abundant manifestation coming your way. With the Chariot as well, you're headed there, so you're moving towards that under this moon. This is maybe the beginning of that process, or the beginning of that journey towards the Nine of Pentacles, towards the Queen of Pentacles status, towards being able to not only take care of you, but also help and assist. So again, I do think that, I'm not saying that you shouldn't help people here, collective. I'm not saying that at all. I am just saying be mindful that you're not being manipulated. Be mindful that you're not being, your heart isn't being used against you. Your care for someone isn't being used against you. Some of you are walking into a relationship, a very abundant connection, something that will bring about a lot of stability, not just financially, right? It's not even really about that. I think it's just something that's solid that might be making somebody sad. Five of Cups, disappointed, almost in the sense of like, well, why isn't that happening for me? Okay. Yeah, the Three of Wands, when I was thinking about bearing fruit, this fruit is yet to come. But someone can sense and can feel or sees you getting in that chariot. And I almost feel like they either might attempt, some of y'all, this hasn't happened yet. They might attempt to guilt you into not getting into that chariot. In the sense of like, don't leave me behind, or, you know, again, it's like, just please, 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 collective, just be mindful. I know y'all got big hearts. I know you really want to take care of those that you love and those around you. And they know it too. You know what I mean? And I think what maybe makes this a little difficult and a little bit hard is there is that lover's energy. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but there is this soul bond to a Cups. Kindred spirit. Where I think you feel for this person, you understand, right? You do connect to where they're coming from. Just be mindful that you're using your high priestess. You're allowing your higher self to reveal what you need to know and what you need to see about every situation that you're in, not just this one particular thing. Any relationship, any connection, any person, place, or thing that you come in contact with. Because a lot of you are going to be walking in this energy of abundance, and whether or not you see yourself as doing so, people can smell the abundance on you. Trust and believe me. They know you're ripe. They know you're going to bear fruit. They just know it. Some of you guys even might have somebody looking into you. How are they the Temperance? How do they get to be the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles? How do they get the Nine of Pentacles? Why collective? Why them? For some of y'all, okay? That's what I feel like. Don't worry yourself too much about what other people are doing when it comes to you or your path or anything like that. Nobody has enough power. No one. No one in this world has enough power to stop what Source has for you. What your destined chariot, destiny is connected to the chariot. Destined to be a part of. Destined to experience. Destined to have. The only way that it can be delayed is if you give power to the thought that people can delay you or that things can be, you see what I'm saying? Temperance. Believe more in your ability to shift. Believe more in being in good hands. This is your angels, your guides, your ancestors, Source. Shifting things for you. Believe more in that possibility than the possibility of somebody stopping it. All right? Yeah. Eight of Swords, bearing fruit, right? You might not see it yet. A lot of y'all don't see it yet, and that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't mean it's not happening. Some of you, the Temperance is a test of patience. Because you got some collective, some of y'all got people wondering, how are they just so stable? How do they have this? How are they able to do this? Blah, 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 whatever. How. And in that energy, I get that someone might be looking for a quick, like, thinking that something happened quickly, when no, patience. It didn't happen quickly. It's not going to happen quickly. But that's how you know it's going to be permanent. It's going to stick and it's going to stay. Do you know what I mean? I really do feel like this is not the time to underestimate the power of patience, especially as we move into Capricorn season. Think of like that transition from Sagittarius being very higher mind oriented, aiming for the highest possible outcome, always staying optimistic, right? Getting really creative, dreaming all of these things. Getting the will, the energy, that power, your mind, your focus set on, okay, I want these things, I desire these things, right? Then Capricorn energy comes in and says, okay, well, let's make a plan. Let's get practical about it now. Right? Are you patient enough to see it through? Are you that's that Queen of Pentacles. Are you patient enough to nurture that dream? Nurture that desire. Water the soil where there are no sprouts. When you've planted the seeds, it hasn't broken ground yet. It's a test of patience, or it's a lesson of patience here. Okay? All right. I'm going to pull some affirmations here. I think that's a good spot to end it. We are an hour in, but yeah, I've been gone for a few days. That's pretty typical. I hope that this reading resonated with you all, or gave you some sort of clarity, confirmation, insight. Okay, maybe even reassurance that where you are is exactly where you need to be. Be patient with the process. Trust that there is magic happening more than you trust that somebody's trying to stop it, or that something could even do that. Don't give power to those thoughts of being disappointed or being let down or it not happening. Give power to the energy that it has no choice to but to occur. That you are in alignment with the things that are in your highest and greater good, always. Okay, let's pull some affirmations just to see what you guys might want to connect with, want to repeat out loud, or say to yourselves, or speak into existence here, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Under this beautiful new moon in Sagittarius and Capricorn, yeah. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. And I think that that's the thing. The thing that has somebody around y'all, or maybe multiple people around you, and this could even be collective. This could be people you don't even know. Somehow they know you, but you don't even know them. What you've been able to overcome, what you've been able to balance out in your own energy, what you've been able to heal, because again, there's that medicine sign, that medicine energy, what you've been able to heal within yourself and temper out through the patience of your process, through the patience of sorting through your emotional energy. Hence why there's 2 cups. You chose change where others maybe chose to stay stuck. And now they're watching you shift and change and hop into that chariot and get everything that you said you would have or that you desired. And either feeling some type of way about it and or, again, wanting to keep you or wanting to drag along without doing the work. For some of y'all, that's a particular person. I'm sorry. There's a particular person. Yeah, I let go. I release. I am within perfect possibility. That's what I'm saying. You're within perfect possibility, not impossibility. You're in perfect possibility. You are perfectly aligned with the possibility of that desire manifesting and bearing fruit. And I let go and release any worry, fear, doubt, disappointment that it won't happen. I let go and release the things that I can't change. Things that are out of my control. For some of y'all, yeah, I teach people how to treat me. And I seek balance and grounding. Yeah, that's what I was saying. A lot of y'all, that balance and grounding is very, very important. Very, very important. So that was my question, right? What are you willing to let go and what are you willing to release under this new moon that will align you with the perfect possibility of whatever movement, whatever advancement, whatever travel, whatever shift you're desiring to happen and to bear fruit and to come into manifestation, into fruition. I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that is the place of profound learning. Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I really want to touch on this. I teach people how to treat me right. If you allow people, that Seven of Swords energy, I think that some of you deep down, you know that somebody's lying to you or somebody's trying to manipulate your perception around something or around where they're at or their own stability. Like, you know what I mean? Like trying to pull at your heartstrings in some way, or it's something like that, y'all. Take it how it resonates. By allowing them to do that, by not calling it out and or by not resisting that energy, or again not surrendering to those manipulations, by just letting them manipulate, okay, I know that they're maybe not, I'll just do it anyway. You're teaching this person how to treat you. You're teaching this person that that's okay, that they could lie to you, that they could play with you like that. That don't let people play with you, collective. It's not that's not, yeah, that's maybe another conversation for another day, but it's not oftentimes that whole energy of, how could I say this? It's being kind and gentle and you know, and spiritual, and just kind of like sometimes that can get lost in the idea that you either can't stand up for yourself, or you know, if you know somebody's trying, well, you give them the benefit of the doubt, or you turn the other cheek, and it's like, no, that there's a deeper psychology to that again I won't get into in this reading, but no. You teach people how to treat you. You teach people that they can play games with you, they're gonna play games with you. You teach people that you're the high priestess in the sun and everything gets exposed to me, so you best not be in that Seven of Swords energy with me. It's probably better that you don't. Or that you'll know and you'll call it out, and you know, then what could they get away with? You see what I'm saying? So there is, it's okay. It's okay to trust your high priestess, regardless of who this, because some of y'all, this is like somebody you really don't want to believe would do that to you, but they are. And what are you going to believe? What the divine and what the creator is showing you? Or what your attachment wants to say? Think about it. And then again, no right or wrong. You do what you do. You got free will. Just think about it. Are you teaching people how to treat you the right way or the wrong way? What role do you play in that? Okay, last one. I'll also be pulling more affirmations on Instagram if you guys want to follow me there at Cusp of Roses, okay? It'll be a reel. But I flow towards my goal and I am strongly protected as I go. You are in good hands. You're in good hands. Yep. I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Assess it, high priestess. Discern wisely. Okay? Don't let nobody play with you. Don't let nobody play with you or play on your good nature or your good heart, or again, whatever connection they feel they have with you. No matter how much you care for them, no matter how much you love them, don't be the fool. Okay? Teach them how to treat you. Teach them that you're not the one to play with. I don't know how I'm getting that. For some of y'all, it's like you got to step a little deeper into that energy. Okay? and that, no, you're not going to carry and do the work for them. That's going to speak to some of y'all. All right, we're going to leave that there. I hope that this reading again was helpful and insightful, maybe filled with some confirmation around what you guys got going on and what's to come here for you. As always, I love, love, love to hear how y'all connect with this reading in the comments down below. Make sure you give this reading a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you found that there was a message in here that really, really connected to you or gave you some sort of clarity or resonance, okay? Make sure you guys also subscribe if you're new here. Welcome. I'm grateful you decided to check me out for this beautiful new moon reading. And make sure you have that bell notification turned on to all, so at the very least you're notified when I am live, so that if you would like to join in on that day's content, that you can. All right. And again, Aurora, thank you so much for being here in the chats. Hi, Angela. Thank you for being here as well. Hi, Jasmine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and you're strongly protected as you go. Absolutely, y'all. I love you all so, so very, very much. All right. And I will see you in our next one. Okay. I think tomorrow we'll do the Capricorn season. Yeah, spirit animal reading. All right. So if you want to join in that, make sure again you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Namaste.